Hey guys, so I was almost gonna skip posting a video today, and I come home and I hate to admit it, but I come home and before going to bed, I hop on the old Facebook. And I heard about it a bit on the radio today, and I heard people talking about it, and this whole dentist lion thing. Um, It's awful. I'm not digging into it. I'm not looking into the whole story. I've seen enough of other people doing these hunts and whatever. Um, but the thing that's really frustrating to me and the thing that I really want to voice right now is all of the people that are posting on Facebook about this and how awful it is. And yes, it is awful. Um, but it's a lot of people I know that probably ate meat for dinner, and it just it doesn't compute. And it probably comes from generation after generation of at an early age, like chopping that disconnect, creating that disconnect between an animal that you would pet and cuddle and the product that is, or substance or whatever you want to call it, that's put on someone's plate at the dinner table or lunch table or every meal of the day. Um, so all these people that claim to be about animal rights, it's really fired me up lately. So I never came to the plant-based diet originally for ethical reasons. I came to it purely selfishly. I came to it because I knew what plants could do for my body. And as time goes on, it's interesting the evolution of where we move to. Now I don't claim to be perfect, and at the moment I am not 100% animal product free. It is maybe something that slips in once every couple months. But that being said, there are people that I know that do not put any kind of an effort into being completely plant-based. People that I know that eat chicken, that eat beef, that eat all these traditional farm animals, and they're posting this stuff all over Facebook. But if they're so passionate about it, why is it just one tiny little segment? Why only because it's what you picture as a beautiful animal? I think the animals on the farms are beautiful. I saw a video that someone posted the other day of a man snuggling with this cow that he had saved, and it was beautiful. Pigs, chickens, they're all beautiful and unique. And yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to get off my chest and rant about all of these people that are not, like, if they stand for that and they believe in that, then I'd love to see the rest of their posts reflect it. I'd love to see more plants. I'd love to hear that more people are at least attempting to go vegan, or attempting to get more plants in, and to stop being so brainwashed by the propaganda that we need animal products. Like, come on. I think enough time has gone by and enough research and enough information is out there that we know that you do not need animal products to be healthy. In fact, myself, I used to be B12 deficient when I consumed everything, and then when I started to become discerning with what I put in my body, levels like B12 and other nutrients all balanced out. I have not had an issue with B12 in almost 10 years now. It was probably about 8 years ago when I first started taking veganism seriously, and I have probably 95% of the time of the last 8 years have been. And I feel like this is kind of the universe is really nudging me right now. And what was it, Monday night? So this is kind of feeding on why I've become really, really amped up about this. So Monday night I was driving home from teaching, and I drive through the country to get home. It was about 10 o'clock at night, and I've never driven behind a truck full of chickens, and this was a truck full of chickens. And I just, every time I see an animal or like one of the farm transportation vehicles, it just makes me feel sick to my stomach. And I just remember seeing these chickens when I pulled up behind it at a stoplight. And I was following it for probably, I would say, the next 5 or 10 kilometers. And there was just white feathers everywhere. It wasn't cold, but it was like this thing was wide open, and there was just feathers, and it made me think of what kind of DNA do these animals have that their feathers are falling out? What kind of stress are they under? They must be cold from the wind. They must be confused. It's dark. It's their it just there's so many things that if someone saw a truck like that full of cats, the driver would be put in jail. It would be animal abuse. Why is there why is there a difference? What makes it different? Like, if you're watching this and you can explain it to me, because I'm so confused. And I think as a child, a lot of us in this generation become confused. How, like, where does the line blur? Why is one okay and not the other? And then I saw, I think it was yesterday, so it was Monday night, so Tuesday, and then I saw pigs on the highway, on the farm transport truck, and it's just so hard for me. So hard not to, like, turn my car and drive into it, and it's just I'm so confused. Like, consistency. Why don't we think, if you guys are really passionate about this whole lion dentist thing, then be consistent with the rest of your life. And a friend of mine made a really good point. I think it was Jimmy Kimmel that made a comment about being really frustrated or angry about the situation, and he's like, Jimmy Kimmel better be a vegetarian based on what he said. And it really, a lot of people that are sharing this, I'm just going to keep repeating myself, but I don't get where the lines blur. I don't get why a seemingly majestic animal causes a bigger ruckus than a cow. Or wherever in the world you are, I'm sure, like, for us, it's cows, chickens, pigs are the traditional farm animals, but I'm sure in different places in the world there are different animals that are having the same fate. And not just that they're being killed, but that they spend their entire life leading up to that moment. And a lot of them don't get a very long life. And yeah, I never thought I'd post a video like this. I never thought that I would get into the whole animal rights thing, but it's really been eating away at me lately. And I just wanted to kind of express my frustration at that and all this stuff, this inconsistency. Anyway, if you like it. If you don't like it, then don't like it. And again, if you can explain some of this blurred line stuff, or if you want to toss in your 2 cents, then I'd love to hear and start a conversation here, and maybe get a couple people out there thinking. Anyway, have a good one, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.